Hello everyone and welcome back to the tutorial series, and today we're going to show you guys how to set up the Amazon module on Dakoza. What you're going to want to do before you go ahead and create your release is you're going to want to make sure that you have your account logged in. In order to do that, you're going to want to go to the accounts tab and you're going to want to go ahead and add a new account. You'll put in auto if you want to just automatically log in, auto 2FA if you have 2FA set up, and manual if you want it to manually log in the browser. You can leave the delay set to whatever you want to the default. I'm going to leave it at default. And then for your credentials, you'll put user :pass :proxy. And then that's how you'll put in your accounts. And then you can put multiple. So I can do this, next one, next one, next one. And you'll keep doing that until you have all your accounts that you want to log into. And then you can click on advanced settings if you want it to time out, but I'm going to leave that blank. And if you get hit with a lot of CAPTCHAs, you hit solve CAPTCHA and it'll solve those CAPTCHAs. Then you hit submit, and then you'll see your accounts show up in this form right here. I already have one ready for the sake of the tutorial, but I'm going to go ahead and reset the session. And it says account session was reset. And that means that now if I press the start button, it'll check logging in, and it'll say ready. This means that your account is good to go, and we can move on to the next portion of the video. So now that you're at your tasks menu, you're going to go ahead and create a new release. We're going to call this Amazon, and we're going to select Amazon US because that's where we are botting in. So on your tasks, you have nothing currently, and then you have monitors as well with nothing. We'll start off with making a monitor. So you have two choices here. You have cloud and you have local. I'm going to show you guys with cloud. It's very simple. You select cloud. It'll give you a list of groups that you can choose from with, it's this 6800 XT has 3 products. 3080 has 34 products. And it's okay. You can click whichever ones you want. Let's say for the sake of this tutorial, we want DDR5 and we want also consoles. So we want the Xbox and PS5. And then you can hit advanced settings if you want to change anything here. I'm going to leave this blank. We'll hit submit and close. And as you can see, we now have our monitors. It has the item name. And if you want, you can go here. You can see the full item name. And if you want to copy that, you can do that. And then you can paste it in here if you just want to see that specific monitor to turn it off. Or you can do the same with the product. Copy, and then you'll see only that product. So once you have your cloud monitors, all you have to do to start them up is you can select them all and hit start monitor. You'll see setting up monitor, waiting for restock event. Now that you know that you have waiting for restock event, that means that your cloud monitors are waiting for a ping. And once they ping, they'll ping to your task to start and it'll start to check out. Now to go over local monitors, you're going to want to go ahead here, click local, set delays. I recommend running different delays. So I'm going to do one at 2000. I'll select my proxies. I'm going to do one task, the ASIN. I'm going to choose the PS5. You're going to need the ASIN and you're going to need the offer ID in order to make local monitors. So I'm going to choose PS5 and I'm also going to choose the offer ID for the PS5 and check out quantity 1. And I'm going to hit submit. You're going to see it created 1. Then I'm going to change this delay to 4000, hit submit. Change this delay to 6,000, hit submit, 8,000, and 10,000. Hit submit, close. And now that we've completed that, you can see here that I have my monitors. I can go ahead and start them up. And now it'll say monitoring stock. It says out of stock because this item is currently out of stock. But when it's in stock, it'll say in stock and it'll go for the checkout. So once you're finished with your monitors, you'll go ahead and start creating tasks for your release. Now that you're at the taskbar, you're going to go ahead and hit create new task. You're going to have 4 different modes to choose from. You have V1, V2, V3, and V4. V1 is the normal Amazon checkout flow. It works for all accounts. You can use this. V2 is for business accounts, but you can also use regular Amazon checkout flow. V3 is for teen accounts, but has also been changed as a revamp as of the making of this video as the mode that will automatically go and check out. So this is the mode that we recommend running right now, but it doesn't work on all accounts. So I recommend running a mixture of V1, V2, and V3. V4 is if you're using a business account to purchase multiple items in bulk, you'd use V4. So we're not going to use V4 in this video because we don't have a business account, but we have V1, V2, and V3. So what I usually do is I'll start off by creating a V1 task. My delay, I'll leave it set to the default. Select my account, my proxies, enter the amount of tasks to create. You can only make 3 tasks per account. So I'm going to do 1 right now. You can do stop after success if you want to stop the task after it gets a checkout. And you can do stop all for account. So it'll stop all the tasks for that account if you want to do that. I recommend doing this for console drops because if you get multiple on an account, more than likely it will get QLA'd. So I will go ahead and uncheck that for now. And then ignore monitor. This is used if we ping to tell you to use ignore monitor if our monitors are not working. If there's a drop going on and it's not getting picked up by the monitors, you go ahead and use ignore monitor, put in the ASIN, offer ID, and then checkout quantity as you would. And then solve CAPTCHAs. If you get a lot of CAPTCHAs, you'll hit that to solve the CAPTCHAs. And then advanced settings, you have the request timeout. This request timeout will time out based on how many milliseconds you set. Default is 20,000. Cart attempts, the amount of times it'll cart before giving up. The default is 20. Checkout attempts is the amount of checkout attempts it'll go through. The default is 150. It'll try to check out 150 times before giving up. And then the validation item is just the item to ensure that the account is working properly. If you're getting errors setting up your account, you can try changing this to another SKU and it'll validate it that way, but we're just going to leave it alone. We don't need to mess with any of these settings. This is a very simple setup that has worked for many. We'll hit submit and then we'll change to V2, hit submit again, and then V3, hit submit and close. And we have our 3 tasks here. So we'll go ahead and start up our tasks. You'll see it says starting, setting up task. And then once it says waiting for monitor, that's how you know that the account is ready to go. It says setting up task 3. This is for V3. It won't do that for V2 or V1. It'll just say setting up task. But as you can see, we have 2 of them waiting for monitor, and then the V1 is going to go to waiting for monitor. And then it's just waiting for a ping for the restock event, and then it'll go through with the checkout flow. Now, once all 3 of your tasks are at waiting for monitor, and you have your monitors going to waiting for restock event, or your local monitors at monitoring stock, then that means that you are completely set up with Amazon. And now you just have to wait for checkouts to come in and for the cooks to begin. Be patient, as not everyone is going to check out all at once, but you will get your time as long as you're using good ISPs that are fast. You're running on a server is what I would recommend running Amazon, because you want to run 24 hours and you'll be bottlenecked if you're running from home unless you have Godspeed internet. But other than that, that'll be it for our Amazon module for Dakoza. And at the time of making this video, this is the most ideal way to set it up. If this changes in the future, we will make another video or we will address it as needed. But thank you guys for watching. I go by Sloth, and I hope that you guys have a great day.